sorry, is the commentary stream up? Because I'm not seeing it. Okay. Yep.
I don't see it.
I am seeing the commentary stream.
Let's try commentary 2. There it is.
Yep.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Cards of the Heart, and this is Mystery Puzzle Challenge, the blind puzzle video game racing tournament brought to you by Puzzle General. And to help me bring you the action for this match is one of the competitors in this match, Aaron Dobb. How's it going, Aaron?
It's going well. So yeah, we're gonna try this again.
Try what again now?
I mean, we're going to try and bring you this feature, Losers Bracket, for the first.
A match earlier. The Losers Bracket match. Edutainment and zones of seashell spaces, some ball in well.
Level, it's going to play out kind of like a shmup. You're going to move your submarine around, try and collect these pieces. You can shoot ink at sea creatures to blind them so you can get by. And then you're going to be interrupted by math problems. Example, the one I'm working on, the one that everyone else is working on now, you have to highlight numbers that add up to 39 to move on.
It should be noted that there everyone will get the same type, but the actual solution will be randomized. Like someone may be asked to adjust the ballast to one number, or some may be asked to adjust it to another number. But there are different types of problems that come up there. Some math order to get through.
Indeed. The things that you gotta consider that your submarine's movement is very floaty, and if you touch a wall, you're just going to stop. So you want to sort of maneuver so that you touch any wall, because hitting one is going to. So yeah, collecting the data capsule in each level, which you can see on my screen, challenges you with a puzzle. In you unlock some speed if you scrolling, move on. You have to collect every single piece of the space station that you're looking for and the data canister, and bring them all to the exit.
Yes.
If you go to the exit, it will tell you exactly how many you have remaining, so that when you go on to explore the rest of the level, you'll know what you're looking for and when you can just head on back.
And again, some of these are problems that you're tasked to solve. You really have to make sure you try and solve them, because if you don't, you lose oxygen, and if you lose all your oxygen, you get sent back to a checkpoint.
All right.
So you have to be careful about that.
So on my screen and on Jal's, you can see one of the more annoying sources of RNG in this game. At the end of every level, you have this combination lock puzzle where you have to watch this animation of 3 numbers being picked with math operations between them. And then you have to outer ring scrolls to the correct number and then press the spacebar to stop it. And it's just completely random which one gets picked, and you have to wait for the wheel to scroll.
But by the way, this game may encourage you to be careful and not take so much damage throughout the level. But if you have enough health, you can just completely skip the combination lock question.
Yes, it's something that you kind of have to figure out. But if you get the answer of the combination lock puzzle wrong, like Jal did, you will take some damage. In Jal's case, unfortunately, life was lost. The oxygen ran out, and then they had to go back to the beginning or go back to the last checkpoint. But if you have enough oxygen to tank that hit, it gives you credit for solving that part of the lock puzzle correctly. So if you have a full HP bar going to the exit, you can just mash through this mini game and clear it right away, because you're going to get a top up on your oxygen to start the next stage either way.
All right, so on the left we do have Saiho against Aaron Dobb. Aaron has moved on to Sector 2 in the Dragon Reef zone. Saiho is still working on at Zone 1. Meanwhile, Pika Pals looking to be recovering the final pieces in the first sector, and Jal at the combination lock. Again, looks like it just opened, so Jal will be moving on to the next sector. And now Saiho is at the combination lock for the first Dragon Reef sector. And yes, like Aaron said earlier, the access codes for the data canisters are a simple number sequence, whether it's for subtracting a certain number, adding, multiplying, maybe dividing. I'm not sure. Maybe that's in the other edition of the game that this gives you. There are 2 separate games, Voyager and what was the other one?
One is the Expert.
Yes, Expert. The Expert game has a slightly different puzzles and a different story to go along with it. But for this goal, we just simply asked everyone to play on the somewhat easier level.
Mm-hmm. Sir Nico, this match is a recorded match. These are not live.
Yeah, we generally end up having to record as many of these matches as possible in order to have some sort of regular streaming schedule for replaying the matches, but also accommodate all of the runners as much as possible.
Our commentary is live though.
Yeah. We don't know the results. We don't necessarily know the results of all these matches, but we are trying to recap them as best we can. Ooh, a food. Ooh, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I can't remember seeing this food storage. Like we're going cubic area now.
Wow,
this is certainly a different one.
So an interesting thing to note is that for these puzzles that give you 3 number input, you actually have a full featured calculator at your disposal. So if you can do the mental math, you can just enter in the answer right away and press enter, and you're good. But if not, if you think it would be quicker to just calculate it using the calculator, you can do that. You can, and for some of the puzzles, I know at least I did that when the ones that had you like total up a list of 5 or 6 4-digit numbers. I decided, yeah, I'm not doing that in my head. I'm going to use this calculator.
Yes. So to recap on where we're at now, Jal has made it to the second sector combination lock. Pika Pals is going to be there soon. Meanwhile, Aaron has moved on to sector 3. Saiho just now getting to the end of sector 2.
Unfortunately, Saiho got to the exit and is missing 2 items.
Oh,
Has to go back and find them.
Oh man, that's quite the unfortunate way to go, to get to the end and realize that you missed stuff.
Well, he found one of them. Where's the other? There it is, right there. He's got it. Now he can go to the exit and complete the sector.
Yeah, as mentioned in chat, as we pointed out a little bit before, this sub is not the easiest thing to control.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when trying to aim the ink pellets at the enemies to stun them.
Yep. The thing is, when you move up or down, you can see the sub tilts up or down to go along with your movement, and if you fire while the nose of the submarine is pointed up or down, your shot will also go in that direction. The full game is 15 levels, 5 sectors, 5 zones with 3 sectors each.
I think the final zone has one individual sector, so I think there may be like 12 or 13 levels in each game, each of the two games you can play. So, all right, Saiho is through the second sector of Dragon Reef.
Yeah, and here you can see, as I mentioned before, I'm not doing mental math. I'm just punching the numbers into the calculator and getting the answer that way.
All right. It looks like Jal has made it to sector 3. Pika Pals is on the sector 2.
That's right. He's on the last in the third sector, as am I.
These tunes are also quite on the forgettable side. Like they're just so midified for 1991 when this game came out. But
this is like exactly what DOS game soundtracks all sounded like.
For sure. All right, Pika Pals has now made it to sector 3. So that match is poised to get a bit on the close side. Meanwhile, Aaron working on this third sector combination lock. No health to spare, so better not misclick and get it wrong, Aaron.
I'll try. Let's see. What's it gonna be? Oh, I don't know. Oh, good. Phew. Okay, I was worried. Yeah. At this point, I didn't even know what the penalty was for missing the lock, because I just guessed everything correctly at this point and didn't feel like experimenting with that just yet. So for all I know, it could have just ended the just taken the whole life off and sent me back to the last checkpoint.
So yeah, Aaron has developed a bit of a lead here, now making it to the first sector of Fossil Trench. So almost a full sector lead at this point, mostly due to being more safe than sorry. All right, I think Jal may be having a little bit of trouble with the with this puzzle.
Alright.
There we go.
Another puzzle where you just have to add up a list of numbers.
But yeah, all of a sudden, Jal and Pika Pals are just about on the same screen.
Yeah, they're very close. Might not be quite as close as it looks because Pika Pals has to do this loop and pick up this piece right there, which I believe Jal has already done.
Good stunning of the manta ray. Oh, Jal's Jal's missing one of the capsules.
Which one was it?
Oh my goodness! There's so much action going on that I'm not exactly paying attention to which ones are being missed.
It's not the one that Pika Pals that I was talking about that Pika Pals got. Oh, I see it. It's on the bottom right of that screen.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Jal sees it too. Gonna go and pick that up real quick.
Yeah, the collectibles you're supposed to pick up, they're supposed to spark. Oh! Okay.
Takes a hit, loses the last of their oxygen, and has to go back to the checkpoint, which is fortunately not that far away.
Yeah, so I was about to say the collectibles you're supposed to pick up do sparkle a little bit if you sit on a screen long enough. So it should not take too long to locate them if you're able to find them. And there's a clutch health refill from Jal.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, yeah, the collectibles sparkle, but they're also tiny and hidden in very colorful parts of the map. So when you're trying to speed by and dodge around these angry fish, it's entirely understandable that you might skip over one or two.
Alright, Jal and Pika Pals working on the combination lock for the third sector.
Yep, Pika Pals ahead by just the length of this combination lock minigame.
Alright, first zone is clear for Pika Pals. Moving on to Fossil Trench. Saiho, on the other hand, still sitting at this big math problem.
Mm-hmm. It seems like he's figured out what to do. Just use the calculator and add up this list of numbers.
Not gonna lie.
Chest of data entry.
Yeah, not gonna lie. When I played through this game a little bit, and I never use that calculator.
Yeah, and if you can do the mental math fast enough, it's better not to use it, of course. But for something like that, I'm not doing that level of addition.
Saiho accident. Saiho miskeyed and added it twice.
Oh no!
So there's a death right at the end of that, right close to the end of that sector. It looks like. Fortunately, if you don't game over, your collectible progress is saved.
Oh, but it takes another death going back to get the what is it? Data canister? Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Man, no more spare oxygen tanks. Those are your lives. And Saiho's gonna be hard pressed to come back from this one. It seems Aaron's got a pretty significant foothold on that match. Yeah, edutainment, huh? That's quite the puzzle game indeed. This is the kind of quality you expect to see here at Mystery Puzzle Challenge. I'm not sure if I should be proud of that.
Again, like the difficult part of the game is maneuvering the sub and firing the ink pellets at the sea creatures to blind them. But then when you're interrupted by these math problems, like they're not hard, but you're under pressure to do this fast in this environment. So you gotta be careful not to screw up, because the penalty for screwing up a math problem is actually pretty strict. you're losing 1/3 of your life, and you want to save as much of it as you can for these action sequences.
All right, now we're starting to get to the areas of the game where there are plenty of branching paths. So Aaron there, sensing progress, decides to go the other way and found the data canister.
Unfortunately, I also found the end of the level.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. yeah. That's certainly not
What I'm
going to work.
I turned around because I wanted to see what happened if I tried to get to the exit early, and this is where I learned that it tells you how many are left. That's useful information.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like you get to that without exploring one of the paths. Ooh, there's a death, but that looks like a little death warp.
That was unintentional because, of course, no idea where the checkpoints were.
And getting the dolphin's spare tank to get that life back. That was pretty neat. There's speed tech in this game. Who knew? But yeah, you get to the exit of the level that early without exploring all the paths. It's certainly helpful to know how much more you have left to go. So certainly no fault, but to go to the exit and take a look at how much you have to look for. All right, here is the combination lock for this second sector of Fossil Trench. Certainly has the health at this point to tank the hit, but
I am not aware of this mechanic yet, so I'm just watching the wheel scroll all the way around.
Oh man, that is so slow. I just wish you could find a way to speed that up. All right. Jal has paid it past the first sector of Fossil Trench. Looking to, I think they're hot on Pika Pals' tail.
And this is where I say screw it and just hit the button. And then I find out, I took damage, but it's letting me move on.
It tells you the combination this site's open it anyway. So what was the point? but yeah, one more level for Aaron and he's done.
This is kind of interesting. It starts you in this big open space.
Yeah, this is starting to get really expansive, and believe me, you will have to explore every little bit of this area. There's hardly a room in this game that feels wasted.
And here I go with some classic Zelda 1 strats, avoiding all the enemies by screen transitioning repeatedly in the middle.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, here's a neat little puzzle for Pika Pals. How much you gotta raise the temperature to get the
another one
refrigerator?
That I don't think I ever saw. I do think it's kind of interesting how they did at least theme the puzzles around sort of operating a submarine.
Yeah, only sort of. Jal messed up the depth of the subs. So there's a death. That could be a rather significant setback. And there's a death.
Pika takes a death too. And this is a very close race on the right side. So every death that the runners on the right take is going to matter a lot.
Yeah, just further reinforcing the idea that you want to be really careful in this one. There it is. Very simple. Very simple addition. Very simple addition for that data canister. And yet now Aaron realizes he's got 2 more pieces to collect. Again, finding the exit early. really had a nose for that supply station.
Yep, but I just took the wrong turns. I had no real information, no real reason to believe one was correct over the other, so I just took one.
Alright, Pika Pal's going down, getting those 2 capsule pieces. Now free to move back to the right. Ooh, a little late in firing that ink pellet. Just take the hit, get to the end of the sector. Now on to the combination lock.
Yep, here I knew I was going to watch the wheel scroll all the way around, so I just hit the button early and hope for a better draw on the second one because I know I can't take this next hit.
But by the way, you cannot immediately select the first number on the outer wheel. You'd have to wait for it to come all the way around. And yeah, just make sure you hit enter on the right number. There, the space bar on the right number. There we go. And that will do it.
Yep, that's
for Aaron Dobb. For the win.
Thank you.
Moving on to the next round in time about 25 minutes. So better luck next time, Saiho. Hopefully we'll have some better quality puzzle games for you. Maybe not things like Operation Neptune and Puzzle.
I will say that Saiho, I think we all know, is a very, very formidable opponent. Very good at puzzle games in particular.
For sure.
I know I've played against him in Mystery a few times now, and this is the first time I've actually won. So, yeah, GG to Saiho. This is a heck of a game. I think I can only say that I got lucky drawing something that's very arguably a puzzle game against him.
Oh, all right then. So now that match is done, let's turn our attention over to Jal and Pika Pals. Jal just now getting through Sector 2 of Fossil Trench. Pika Pals starting to get deeper into Sector 3. This one still has room to come down to the wire, especially with Pika on low health.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how this one unfolds. Oh, another puzzle.
And
Gotta read a graph.
The hitboxes are very touchy, and it's very easy to slip up and misread a number or make a slight mental error when doing a calculation, and you lose the last of your health bar and you're back to the next checkpoint. This game is very difficult to survive while you're trying to go fast.
For sure. And Pika, sensing more progress in the bottom, decides to move on to the right, but I believe this is where the supply station is.
Mm-hmm.
At least he finds the data canister.
Oh no, and Jal tries to turn around to escape that fish, but unfortunately gets clipped and takes the last of their oxygen meter.
Oh, another hit. That is not boding well. Alright, now Pika Pal's exploring the other end of this level for the rest of the capsules. The capsule pieces. Here's some...
Oh no!
Oh.
Pika Pals, again, this is part of the danger of trying to move quickly through screen transitions in this game, is that your ship's controls are super floaty. Its momentum will continue through a screen transition. So if there's an enemy waiting for you right on the other side of the screen, you're pretty much going to take damage and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. Bit of a setback back there, but certainly enough to just power through and get that last capsule.
I believe that is the last one.
Should be a straight shot to the supply station now.
As long as Pika Pals hasn't missed anything. And he hasn't. So here's the final combination lock puzzle.
And Pika has all the health in the world. He can just power
Right.
through it
I
if
think,
he
yeah.
knows better.
I don't know whether or not he knows that you can just mash through this mini game, but he could, getting here with a full life bar. And it seems like he doesn't because he's waiting for the wheel to scroll.
And yeah, point is Pika's at points he cannot lose, and Jal is at a point where they cannot win. So it looks like Pika Pals will be moving on in this matchup. So yeah, congratulations to Pika Pals for defeating yet another formidable opponent in Jal. Pika Pal's getting out just as Jal enters the competition.
And man, this is a close race between the two of them. I think, again, it's something that happened several times where Pika Pals had completed a combination lock puzzle at exactly the moment that Jal got to it. It was pretty much that close the whole time. So very close race, and GG to both Jal and Pika Pals.
Yes, Pika Pals will be moving on to face Alpha 5 in the next round. Jal will just have to see you again next time.
And Jal has now finished as well. Time of 30 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah,
about to did not finish.
Yeah. No, just I can see there being a bit of a frustration factor to this.
Oh, absolutely.
Mostly to deal with the control of the sub, leading to so many little errors.
That absolutely was a factor for all four of us. Maneuvering the sub was a difficult skill to master, and the hitbox is very questionable. So if like a fish got close enough to the corner of your sub, you're going to take damage. And in some of these maps that have super tight spaces, sometimes you don't have as much room as you think you do. So between maneuvering the sub and aiming the bullets, picking up on those skills fast, I think, is what made the biggest difference in both the left and right races.
All right then. I believe that leaves us to just go ahead and close out this one. I think we do have one more match that we can give you guys, but we won't be able to do it tonight. So we'll go ahead and close out our action here. Just make sure you follow us on Twitter at Puzzle General to find out when the next match will be broadcast. So for Aaron Dobb and Dark Aries and everyone else at Puzzle General, this has been Cards of the Heart. This has been Mystery Puzzle Challenge. Until next time, everyone, thanks for watching.